Hello and welcome to FPRL Tier 2 Round 1 in Silverstone. As we get underway for qualifying, now, round circuit. I am trying to pull up the track stats, but I cannot find them. .6 mile track, 18 corners. We'll be ready to go shortly after qualifying. Our first laps now, we have, pretty sure it's Sip is the first one on our track for a lap. Down turn 1, 2, line into 3 now. Hoping to get a good exit off that. We'll go on board with him for now. And 4, 5, down into sector 2 now. 27.8, first sector split. Down by the national pit straight now, into cops. Very easy to invalidate in the exit of cops, but they're going to hope that we can all stay within the lines of the tarmac of the track. Down into Maggots and Beckett's now. Down to 7th. Down to 5th gear now. Up to 6th. Open the DRS. Up to 7th. 104.98 sector split. Into Stowe. And then to the final 3 turns of the track. Around the final corner. Our benchmark now is a 29.3. Who is going to be able to improve on that? Ben has invalidated his lap. So we'll jump on board with Max, who has also invalidated his lap. Who's going to be next? It'll be Ryan, who is also invalidated, but he is on a night lap, so it doesn't really matter. And we'll have Matty, but he's also invalidated, so we're going to see everyone invalidating here, and I think that's another game crash. Again, very nice. Boban, hoping not to invalidate this lap at the end. Wind the final turn now, 1:34.3, who's out across the line as well. An invalid lap it seems. One of the Alpha now. It was Pisacue, but he did spin, it looked like. And that's Eden now, setting a 28.2 first lap. A second ahead of Sip. That's very good from him. As we have the other Alpine, but he's also invalidated. So who will we be looking to next? I think it is going to be Ben, but he's also invalidated. So next one on the lap will be Ryan, but he's invalidated. It's very easy to invalidate here. Maggot and Beckett's, cops exit. It's all pretty easy to invalidate. That there's like my voice, but he's invalidated. Then Boban around the final turn again. He's down though. That's not good for him. Ollie's now set a 27.7. We have 5/10 gap between them. Who's on the lap now? I think it's Ben. No, it's the other Alpine. 9.8 for his first lap. Next on the lap, I think it's Ryan. Yes, it is. Sector 2 split. 104.3. It's looking pretty good so far for him. Is he going to be able to keep it within the track limits though for the final chicane, final 3 turns of the track? Don't hit the curb on the outside, otherwise you'll get stuck on it. By the final turn, a 28.6 puts him P3 for now. It's a very nice lap. Who will be next to us line is up Boban again, but he needs to pit soon. I think it was Sam for his first lap will go on board with him. He's got a bit of traffic. I don't know what is going on there. .28.1 first sector. Brooklands, Loffield, Woodcourt. Around those all. The national pit straight now. Down into Cops. Hoping not to invalidate on the exit. Like he is just done there, that has messed him up. Matty is on his lap as well, but it looks like he is going slower. 16.8. Yeah, that's not a good lap. He's trying to get bank going, I think it is, on in lap. Who will be next? It would have been Sam, but he spun on the exit. Max, but he's also invalidated. They're going to be Boban, but no, he's just invalidated again. Who is going to be able to set a lap that's not invalid? The 2 McLarens. JDM's on his out lap. Ian's on a flying lap. No, that's an out lap, sorry. Massive lag there. Sorry about that. Can't always do anything about it. Wi-Fi is not always great from the boys. Oh, it's mine, I'm not too sure. Sip on a lap as well. Who will be first across? It'll be Matty, but he's on in lap. No, he's not on in lap actually. He's improving so far. Matty looks like he has spun, just getting out of the way of the others. Max on his lap. Into Stowe, Veal, and then Club. Veal now, now into Club. Crosses the line. And goes P3 and 128.4. Pretty good lap from him. I don't know why he's staying out. He has no fuel left. He's not even improving. Why is he staying out? I don't know. Avatar now. Pissaque. Cross the line. Improves to P6. tyres keep overheating. Well, that's not very good. Lower your tyre pressures, Maddie. That'll just be a tip for you. Don't keep on max, otherwise you will invalidate a lot. Which is not always good. Why not? But he has invalidated again. I'm not surprised, to be honest, but anyways. PC. That's an outlap for him. Or a double warm up. I don't know why. It's glitching still. Yeah, he's invalidated. And he will be boxing this lap. Boban needs to pit. He hasn't pit at all. And he's finally pitting now. And it'll be Ben across the line next, but he has invalidated. So that's not going to count for him. I think Jetty M's lap will also invalid. Ollie now, 3/10 up on his lap. Is he going to be able to go to the 126s? We never know. Across the line now, 27.4. 8/10 ahead of Eden so far. Is anyone going to be able to beat him? Don't know. Ryan up by 2/10 now. Across the line after club. 28.066. Puts in P2 for now. 6/10 gap still. Trolley. That is a big difference between them. Looks like Aiden is on night lap here. Ready for his final lap in qualifying, or his penultimate lap at least. He's getting ready for it. And there he goes now. Starting his lap. Needs to beat a 28.2.7 to beat that lap. Sam on his out lap still. It's still glitching and I don't know why. It shows he's on a lap, but he's on the light lap. This is why we don't want EA having games. What are my mates doing? You two both need help. Anyways. Samuel's on his lap here. 28 seconds first sector into Woodcote now down the National Pit Straight. Into Cops, hoping not to invalidate on the exit like he did before. He doesn't, but Mike and Beckett's and Chapel might catch him out. Is he going to try to use the slipstream from, I think it's Aiden maybe? Or is it JDM? I'm not too sure which one. Fastest sector 2 it says, but I don't know if it's true. That was JDM's slipstream he tried to get there. Final couple turns now. It's not going to be a great lap, but it will still be good. Puts in P6 at 29.1. JDM won a lap, but he already invalidated it. That's not good for him. Is he going to be able to make it round in time to start another lap, or is this going to be him starting at the back? Aiden on his lap through Chapel now, opening that DOS. He's a 10th up. Is he going to be able to improve? Is he going to be able to beat Ryan? Doesn't look like he's going to beat Ollie since he is over 6 tenths ahead. He goes P2. 28. Jacob retiring from the session. See if I can get a shot. No, I cannot since his car is already gone off the track. Who will be first over the line to complete their laps today? The final laps qualifying is now over, so this will be your final laps of this session. Sam P6. Sip stays P5 but improves by a 10th. Cut across the line now. Goes P6 ahead of Sam and Piskew. Who will be next across? It will be Piskew, but he does have Max behind very closely. And final turn stays P8. Matty improves now, he goes P5. Boban across the line. Will he improve on his lap time? No, but he runs wide. He improves but doesn't improve by that much. Is Ryan going to improve? No. Well, I think he did, but I think he invalidated it. That's not going to count. JDM goes P10. Slagged me off yesterday for being P10 or P11 or whatever I got. Hey, can say the same to you now. Oh well. But now we have our starting grid for the race now. It'll be Ollie from Aiden, from Ryan, Max, Matty, Sip, Cat, Sam, Piskew, JDM, Voice, also known as Jacob, Ben, and then Boban. So we have our starting grid for the race now. Ollie, top three is Ollie, Aiden and Ryan. I will put up the race director for myself to look at later if anyone tries to say anything about the laps times. But I will be back in a minute or two as they all get the strategies ready, etc. and start the formation up. Sorry about that now, but I am back. And we'll get the telemetry up now. We'll see, have a look at what the tyres are on. Everyone except Aiden and Sip on the mediums. They're on softs though. Ollie, PSQ, JDM, Voice, Sip, Ben as well. Five lights up. And we're not going. Five lights out, and away we go now for the start of Silverstone Grand Prix. Crash at the back now. Why has Voice been disqualified? I do not know. Crash at the back though between a couple of them. I think Ryan had anti-stall off that start. But anyway, as we move up now, we'll get the position change up now. JDM up 4 positions so far. Ben and Boban up 3. Maddie down 7. Eden has got the move over Ollie, but he is on the softs, meaning Ollie will have the override pace. Afterwards. Down into Stowe now. Ollie is going to try to come back at Aiden. Is he going to send it? No, he's not going to send it, but that 99 in that Alpha looks pretty nice. End of the first lap. Aiden is ahead of Ollie. First lap, 42.4. That is, will go down to about a 30, if it will. Max looks like he's close as well to Ollie and Aiden. JDM looks like he is close to Sip, and he's going to try to get moved on. Move into the battle in the middle of the pack. JDM getting moved on Sip now. Hoping you can stay in P4 and then close up to Max and the rest of them. Due to an internet crash, Voice Crack has been disqualified, so that's not good for him. Sam, 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Ollie sets a 31-1 on those mediums now. And that was Sip winning very wide, meaning Cat will have an advantage over him and try to get him moved on. Sooner or later. Ollie closing up to Aiden with the DOS now. He's not going to try to send any moves soon, but if he does get even closer, he will try for it. Ryan looking like he's going to go for a move around the outside of PSQ. Snap of oversteer. Puts him off though. Voice has left the session because he got disqualified due to an internet crash. Ryan does get the move done on the national pit straight. or just known as the National Straight to some people. As we move to the battle, up the front in the field, Ollie looks like he's going to get that move done on Aiden. Yes, he does. Into, if I can remember the name of it now, Stowe for Vale and Club. Moving on to lap 4. He will lead for now, but he does get a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings on that lap. 31 dead is that lap time as well, as we will move. We'll stay actually on this fight since it is within 5 tenths. Aiden now gets a DOS on him, then with a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Aiden and Ollie look like they've pulled away very well from Max. It seems like a Max and Charles versus Carlos now, or a Max versus Lewis versus Valtteri. In that, JDM closing up to Max now though. Open DOS. Will he try to get a move done into Stowe? It looks like he's going to try to, but that is some defending from Max there. Will he try to get a switch back? Will he try to go down the outside? He tries to go down the outside. A little bit of contact there. Does seem like he's going to get this move done though, as long as Max tries to back out of that. Or they are going to go side by side through the final 2 turns. Well, JDM does get this move finalised, but is he going to try to come back in turn 1? He's not, because that is a flat corner if you're able to take it. Is he going to go run the outside? Or is he playing it smart and trying to get the DOS? I think he's just playing it smart here to get the DOS, meaning he can close back up. We overtake him into Brooklands, which he has done. But will Max try to get a switch back on him into Luffield? Doesn't look like he will. Out of Woodcote now. Down the National. Matty getting a move on Pisacue now. Ryan getting the move done on Cat. Cat will try to close back up to him with the DRS, but I don't know if it's going to be possible, because I know Ryan is quick. Pisacue, Sam and Matty all battling for P8 now. Matty getting moved on. There's a little bit of contact there between Sam and Pisacue. Runs in wide. That is now Aiden pitting from those soft compound tyres. Is he on to the hards? I think he is. Yes, those are the hards going on for him now. He will come out ahead of Boban, meaning Ollie will have a 7.5 second lead over JDM, or Logan, as some people know him as still, who I will slag off a lot, because he slagged me off yesterday. Anyways, back up to this battle now. Pisacue and Sam both battling out, while Ben is closing up to them. No DRS down here, but it would make a better fight. Goes 2 by 2 down. 2 cops now. Will there be any contact, or will one of them back out? No contact there. Sam does run a little bit wide though. If he has got a warning, he can most likely get that one moved, as long as he reports it. Basically getting the 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings though. Update on the tyres. The only one on the softs now is Cat. Pitsky trying to get that move done on Sam now. Well, Ben will try to follow through as well. Or even try to get that move done on Pitsky because Sam gets back at him. That is Cat now into the pits as well. So we will go back to the position changes. JDM currently up 8 positions. Ben up 4 positions. Sam up 1. Max up 1. And Sip also up 1. Ben getting another 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Boban up 1. And a couple of them down positions. Ryan down 2. Maddie down 1. Eden and Cat only down positions as they have both pit. This battle for P8 still keeps coming on now as Ben is trying to get the move done on Pitsky down into Brooklands and Nuffield, but he cannot get it done due to the grip not being there for him. I don't need to type something. Ben has also backed off now though, but Pitsky is still coming back at Sam. 5/10 gap into Maggots, Beckett's, and then Chapel. Going on to the hanger straight, opening the DRS now. Sorry about that, I accidentally misclicked. Down to Stowe now. Will he try to get a move done? He will not try for now, but he's hoping not to run wide there, since it will give you a warning. And then if you get 3 of those warnings, you will be given the 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. That is Ben now in the pits on lap 8 for, I'd say hards, because he's coming off the mediums. 2/10 that gap is now between them. Opening the DRS now to get, he's trying to get that move still done on Sam. Well, they both have no EOS left. Pitsky does get the move done, but there is some contact there. Sam has been spun round. Will he be able to get spun round in time before Eden passes him? No, he will not, because Eden is on those fresh hards that have been warmed up to temperature. That is needed, as I know both of them are in the party right now. Sam is going to be told by Eden probably to move, but he's not going to want to, as that is Sip and Ryan battling now for P4. Sam getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings into Beckett's, I think it was. Ryan staying ahead currently from Sip. Ian getting past Sam. He's probably been told to move anyways, but Ian is faster. Around here. Interesting line there from Sip into the village. Loop, then entry. Now, and that is Maddie has spun into village, that would have been. Pitsky's going to try to get past him now, down the Wellington Straight. Sorry about that, quite frankly needed a drink there. Pitsky now trying to close that 6/10 gap he has to Maddie. Maddie is the only person here on PC, that is why crossplay had to be enabled today. We also have, I think it's Sensei and Com are the other 2 on PC. I think we have 1 Xbox player as well. But anyways, down the hanger straight. He does have the DRS, but he is now out of that 1 second range, meaning he's not going to be able to get any more DRS, max 3-second time penalty. But he has also spun and hit the wall. That is at least his MP gone. Matty is going to be able to close up to Max now. Pesky 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. 50 mile an hour pit lane around here. Used to be 37, but they did change it. I think it's still 37 in the game though, because they have not updated it, even though the sign next to it says, what's it called? 80 kilometers an hour, which all the teams IRL use for their speed. While myself from the UK uses mile an hour. That is why you will see mile an hour on your screen. Sam is now in the pits, coming out. He will be in P11 when he comes out. As Boban, he's already been lapped. He is I think he's one of our slowest drivers here. But I'm not too sure. But anyway, as we get back to this action between Max and Matty. Max is also on PC, but he's racing on PlayStation just for today. He's probably going to switch to PC for next week. But that is Max now into the pits. Matty continues on. For now at least. That is Sip getting a 3 second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. That is also Sam getting a 3 second time penalty for the multiple track limit warnings. Again, seems like Matty's just locked those brakes up there. What is our closest gap so far? It's Ben to Pisaki or Sip on Ryan. And if it is your first time watching us on Twitch, hit the follow button below and you will get notified of when next races are, or get the social ping notification in the server, as that is now Pisaki trying to overtake Max after he had pit. Max is the DRS here though, which is gonna wait. No, none of them have DRS. That is weirder actually. Basically getting a 3 second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings again. That is now Ollie into the pits. JDM continues on. That is Ryan also into the pits now, going from the mediums, looking to go onto the hards now. That is also Sip in. Sip gets a 5 second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which cannot be removed unless you try to report it. Matty also getting a 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Speed limit has been what's it called? I can't speak now, sorry. 37 mile an hour on the game when it's meant to be 50. Aiden now up to provisional P2 after JDM pits. Ollie has stayed out in provisional P1 for now at least, as we move on to the battle with Max and Pisaki. Is that a retirement in the pits? Or is that, no, that is a spin from Cat, which will not do him any good. Sam gets past him as well. He is down to P11. Way down, and he is spun again. His tyres must be overheated, which is not going to be good for him. What is our closest battle? It is Aiden on Ollie now, is our closest battle. Down into Stowe, it will be. Doesn't have any DRS, but he has no ERS left either, which is not good for him. I think that will be Cat out. He cannot keep going with those overheated tyres after the spin. Aiden looking to close up on Ollie. Sam gets another 3 second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Track limits getting everyone around here, it seems like. Currently the only ones with no penalties are Ryan, Aiden, JDM, Oh, as I said, Ryan gets penalty. Well, it's because he did spin, it seemed like. I think he hit the red sausage curb on the outside, but again, another 30-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings as well. I would just give an update on the penalties now. Pisacue on 11 seconds. Sip on 8 seconds, as we see now. Ryan, Max, and Ollie all in 3-second time penalties. That is Boban also getting a 3-second time penalty there. Sam on 12 seconds. And Ben on 9 seconds. So a lot of people getting caught out by the track limits today. But as I will say again, if it's your first time watching, or you just haven't done it yet, please hit the purple follow button below, or to get notified, or go to the channel called Rose in the server and you can get the social ping notification, which is a role that will ping every single time we are live for the race. Max also getting another 3-second time penalty for the multiple track limit warnings. Ollie setting the fastest lap now, 30.2. Update on the tyres. JDM on the mediums. Everyone else on the hards. As it is now. I think that is Boban also going onto the hard component of tyre now. As that looks like a spin for Max. That is not that good for him. As Ben will be able to close up to him due to that. He's also now behind Pisacue, but he will get the DRS down into Brooklands and we'll try to get the move redone on him. Winning the DRS down to Brooklands. I don't think he is close enough to get a move done, but as we now jump to the battle for P4 now between Ryan and Sip. Ryan looking a little bit slow through that. Ryan getting another 3-second time penalty for the multiple track limit warnings, and that is 8 and 9 in the pits. That is an unscheduled pit stop, I think it is. I wouldn't have expected to see him in. But anyways, as we move forward now with it. Ryan onto the mediums now. That looked like he crossed the right line there, but you will get 2 warnings for that total. That is also, I think it was Ben getting another time penalty for the multiple track limit warnings. That is his 4th or 5th now, I think it is, I cannot remember. But anyways, as we jump onto this battle again, 4P4, as it is the closest one currently. Sip trying to close up to Ryan, but he is unable to currently. JDM still out in the lead on those tyres, 15 lap old. He will need a pit soon, but if he does pit, it seems like he will come out just behind this battle for P3. Well, provisional P2 for now, as it seems. I think that is Boban getting lapped again by the rest of the field, seems like. Sam getting another time penalty for the multiple track limit warnings. I'll jump on to the penalties for you all to see. Pisacue, another 3-second time penalty. If you back up too many of those, I think it is a total of 30, which is 10 you can get. if you hit that 10 mark, you will be disqualified from the race, which will mean you will be finishing last and you will have no points from this race. And if this does happen, no penalties will be on yours, but you will just be disqualified from the race. Closing up to Maddie to get P5. Maddie does have a 5-second time penalty from speeding in the pit lane. Now there's a little bit of weaving there from Maddie, which is not allowed. Aiden does seem to be very close to him. Will he try to get a move down into Village, which is turn number 3? I am just going to post mine up. Boban getting another 5-second, which is his first, but that is for speeding in the pit lane, as Aiden gets a move on Maddie now for P5. Sorry about that. Ben getting another 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Is that JDM? JDM has spun, but he has a puncture. This is what he gets for not pitting. I don't care that he's my team principal, but I'm going to slag him off as much as I can because he is a prick. I am joking, JDM. Sorry about that. But anyways, you now have a puncture and you will have to pit this lap, but that seems your chance of a podium gone now. Maddie is closing back up to Aiden now though. He doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get him, but that's a double puncture now for JDM. He's just going to be spinning now because of the double puncture. He's also just reset the track, which is not allowed, and he is now stuck. JDM, what kind of fucking car? Yeah, you've caused a safety car. Well done, JDM. Well done. Just retire it. Yep, that's what I thought. But no, that will close everyone up now. As you see, via now pitting for the softs. Yes, that is why I'm not pitting for the softs. That is also a on the AI, but that is Misky trying to overtake him. I do not know why Bourbon has just overtaken. But